Hey everybody, happy Friday Eve to you. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2019. You know what time it is. It's time to reflect. Well, guess what? Yesterday was the first day of spring. We've entered into a new season. You have survived. You have survived the blizzards, the snowstorms, the bomb cyclones of this winter season. But you've made it into a new season. Now, around this time, everyone starts to do something that we know very well of, something that Nana and Grandma and Grandpa used to get us ready for, and that's getting ready for spring cleaning. Out with the old, in with the new, any extra baggage or junk. Yeah, we don't want to just move it around. We want to get rid of it. I remember one time I was cleaning, so I thought, in my grandmother's house, which is where I grew up in Montclair, New Jersey. And she told me, she said, you didn't clean up, you just move things around. You just move some dirt around. And this is what I want to reflect on as we start this week. Now, this weekend is going to be an okay weekend. Weather's going to be pretty nice. But I started a little early. I started actually on the first day of spring. Why? Because I was home, I wasn't feeling too well. So I said, let me get a jump start on all of this spring cleaning. And I didn't plan on doing it, it just happened by nature. And so should it happen in your life, that just naturally, by nature, you should have this mindset that gives your life and gives your mode of operation this theory: out with the old, in with the new. That's what I started doing. I started cleaning, and once I started cleaning and I started using bleach and all types of stuff to clean, then I started getting rid of junk. And that's what Solomon was kind of breaking down for us in Ecclesiastes. He was trying to prove to us the point that happiness is not found in schools learned, not in the garden, in the harvest that comes from it. It doesn't come even from exchange. But happiness, we need to find happiness in the fact that we need to be content. Content with what? One of the things was that the mutability of human affairs. That is the tendency or the liability for things to change. So even as I sweat right now, here's the thing. Let me break this down for you as I break it down for myself. Things will always change. So one of the practical tools that I want to give you in this new season as you get ready to spring clean, and hopefully you are going to do some spring cleaning, that you have to be careful, you have to be mindful, you have to identify what things am I holding around on this basis or because of the status of potential. Now, I tell this to people all the time, that you don't want to get married on the basis of potential. You want to get married on the basis of fruit. That you're not going to get married to someone just because you think that they will get better, or they will do this or do that, they will become someone. You got to marry fruit. Same thing for you as you enter into this new season. You don't want to marry potential. You don't want to marry something that you could put on and it may fit someday, because I'm going to try to fit into this new jacket or this old jacket that I've had for 2 years. But the potential is that I'm going to do some things, that I'm going to work hard, I'm going to lose some weight, I'm going to get back in shape. Ladies, you may be a size 16 now, but you have that size 12. I don't even know how female sizes go, but you may have a size 12 something. Brothers, you have potential. You think about the potential that you may get back into that 32 waist pair of jeans. But right now you kind of going at a size 38 waist. Listen, don't keep things around just because of the potential. The reality is that if you do that, it's going to be just a bunch of junk. It's taking up space. Whereas you can make room for where you are right now. That's what Solomon is saying. For everything, there is a season. There is a time. Now, the deeper and the deepest are going to have a problem with what I'm saying right now, because they said you can just declare a thing, you can speak to a thing. Well, here's the thing. You also have to recognize what is taking up space in your life right now. Am I going to put things in the now pot, in the later pot, or in the never pot? Now, the reality is that, listen, you may get into a size 12 or a size 32 jeans at some point. But what can I do right now that will cause for me to do this? Declutter my life, declutter my space. I probably need to declutter something. Actually, let me just go ahead and tell the truth. I definitely need to need to declutter some things. I have about 100 blazers that I haven't been able to fit into for some time. Now, this vest, I can actually fit into it. I'm just trying to look cool right now, so I have it open in the back, so don't think that it's just too small and too tight. But the reality is that there's some things that I cannot fit into. Same thing for you. How can you simplify your life in this season? How can you make room for what God has for you? I'm talking about people. I'm talking about relationships all across the board. What is causing you to have junk in your life? That's what you need to declutter. That's what you need to take a look at. Am I sweating? Praise the Lord. A lot? All right. Listen, go ahead and declutter. It's time for some spring cleaning, folks. Listen, things are liable. Things will always change. And you got to keep that in mind. So as you reflect on this week, as we enter now into a new season, celebrate the new season. But with the celebration comes some tough choices. What can I get rid of? What do I need to get rid of? Some things that I look forward to, but what can I put in the now pot? I need to take action on this right now. Later pot is good for me, but it's not good for me right now. It's like layaway. And the never pot. Listen, I will never get back into a size 28 pair of jeans again. Just no, I need to get rid of them. You need to get rid of some things too, because you don't want things and people, activities, conversations to get in the way and just create junk and clutter. Listen, have a wonderful weekend. Think about the treasures that you have picked up from this week, from this season. And I pray that God opens up doors for you like never before, that you enter a new season of great divine access, that you learn to use wisdom, that you consider all things that God has prepared for you, that you walk into the ability, you walk into the revelation, you walk into the manifestation, that all those things that God has prepared, He's now releasing in this season. You learn to declutter, simplify some things, and make room. So make room for God in this season. I pray that after you've gone through this winter 2019 season, or 2018 and 19, that if you have been under attack, that if you have gone through things, that you will come out unscathed. That the only sign, that the only scar of you having gone through a difficult season is the lessons. That's the treasure. So go forward into this new season of life, of ministry, of joy, peace, prosperity, of learning with the treasures. I love you. Have a wonderful weekend. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.